And man, I'm gonna tell you what. Me and Jax caught the death plague. And at first I thought it was just like a flu or something minor like that. You know, the type of thing that goes away after 4 or 5 days. It is not gone away, homie. Like the main symptoms have chilled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know what? We'll take what we could get. But I'm just going to tell you right now, the actual like exhaustion and everything, it has me convinced that we caught the Rona, bro. I think we got the vid. Not a fan of the vid, by the way. I've had it, I think this is the fourth time, and it just, bro, it will not let go of us. So me and Jax are still sick. She's not here in the room with me. She's downstairs in the bed, cuddling with the dogs. I'm up here, though. I'm good to go. We're going to handle this. I do apologize tonight. We were supposed to have Jason Vukovic, the Alaskan Avenger, live with us. He also is sick. And he has a live for his own channel tonight. So he didn't think that he could do 2 hours. So I told him, brother, you got to rest. You know what I'm saying? Drink lots of fluids. Try not to play with yourself too much. Don't get exhausted. You'll be fine, bro. So he's going to be doing his own live tonight right after this. So if you hang out with us and then you're like, man, I want some more. I want to hang out and kick it live. You can go right over to Jason. He's going to be going live on his channel, but next week, next Sunday, he is going to be on here with us, and we're going to kick it, and we're going to hang out as long as he's not still sick. He's been sick for a couple days, though. I think he'll be better by then, hopefully, unless he got the Rona like we did. So how's everybody doing tonight, man? I spent most of my day editing a Wes Watson full length that we live premiered just a little bit ago. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out. We caught Wes red-handed scamming money off of his people from his fans, bro. Like, dude is such a scumbag that he likes to scam his own fans out of thousands of dollars. And he claims that he's rich and he's made $30 million in a month. $1 million a day, homie. That's crazy. But really, the way that he makes his money is by scamming people that watch his videos. I think that's disgusting. And I know that I've made multiple videos on Wes, but the way that he operates and moves really sucks, in my opinion. And as somebody who is, a convict who did time, who got out and changed his life, seeing somebody else out there pretending to be a convict who's done the same, but is still doing dirty, grimy stuff, just kind of, it tweaks my nipples a little bit, bro. I'm not with it. So I figured that since we don't have a topic, I figured we would just hang out and I would answer some questions and kick it with you guys, man, because that's fun for me. I just enjoy hanging out with you guys. So to start it off, I want to give a huge shout out to the mods, and I want to let everybody know, be nice to the mods, man. Don't make the mods work too hard, please. I appreciate it. Give them the same respect that you would give to me. And let's just get into this. Let's just talk, man. So does anybody have any questions? Let me know. Hey, Nate's Tonka Restoration. Welcome. You're new here? Welcome to the family, homie. Here's a big old interwebs hug for you. Yo, we've got Bear Gibson is 5 months sober today. Hell yeah, man. Bear, we're so proud of you every step of the way, big dog. Dr. Dre Light says, Wes doesn't have fans, he has simps. Yeah, bro. I don't know how anybody allowed him to convince them that he is some alpha male guru. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If somebody has to tell you how alpha they are or how much of a stud they are, they're not, bro. They're not. Hayden Wilson, wife's mom wants to come around, but she's still on substances. What should I do? Look, man, I'm going to be real with you. If you need to set boundaries with family, that's perfectly okay. If she's using substances or you have concerns, you can let her know that, look, this is my boundary. I need you to have this much time clean. I need you to be actively participating in a program. I need this, I need that as far as a reassurance before allowing them exposure to you and your family, man. And that's 100% all right. I would discuss it with your wife because that's definitely important. That's her mom and their relationship, but never feel bad about setting boundaries for yourself to keep yourself and your peace safe. Ladrick Rocks, are there rehab programs you would like to see implemented in the prison system? Yes, absolutely. 1,000%. I think that there needs to be, so 40% of the people that are incarcerated in this country, which we have the most incarcerated people in the world in this country, 40% of them are for drug-related crimes. So I think that every single prison that we have should have a treatment facility in it. Now, the way that it works right now, in most of the places that I've been, is that they'll have one, maybe two prisons throughout a state that have some sort of a treatment program in them, and the availability is super low. If 40% of the people that you are housing in your prisons have substance issues, shouldn't that be way higher? Shouldn't you have availability for a lot more people if you're actually trying to help people? Justin Cameron, hey JD, have any prison wine stories for us? Oh, the Pruno, dog. Yeah, so when I was in there, I like to have prison wine. Oddly enough, since it's the only alcohol that we could get, St. Patty's Day is coming up tomorrow. So I really like to drink every St. Patty's Day when I was in prison. So I did not want to do Pruno in my own cell, because if you get caught with Pruno in your cell, you could get like a grip in the hole for it. I think it's like a 6-month hole shot, and I don't like going to the hole. If I'm going to go to the hole, I want it to be for beating the shit out of a chomo. You know what I'm saying? So what we would do is we would force people that were already paying us, people that we were extorting or whatever the case may be, to keep it in their cells. Or, you know, if there was like a dude that was hanging out that wasn't in our gang that, you know, was like, hey, look, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Just put me in when we get it all done. You know, we would pay for all of the stuff and get him all the supplies and teach him how to do it. And then we just have him do it in his cell. You know, the thing that I liked more than wine was the White Lightning. You can make like a really shitty potato vodka. Now, the thing about that is if you don't do it right, it can make you go blind. And that doesn't seem like a fair trade to me. But yeah, and I've seen dudes absolutely wild out while drinking alcohol, like, you know, homemade alcohol in prison, and end up like not knowing what they're doing and waking up in the hole. Like, I never ever would allow myself to get sloppy. I wanted to be at any point in time where if somebody ran up on me with something trying to stab me in the neck, I could control myself, handle the situation, take the person out. But you know, that's just me, and I have a lot of PTSD issues. I had them before I went into prison, so I would never allow myself to get sloppy, if you know what I'm saying. The one thing that I did see a lot of in there, once I got to a minimum, which was only towards my last few months, was that out on the work crews, they had hand sanitizer, because you're working with nasty shit. If you're on Department of Transportation, they have you out on the side of the freeway picking up trash and shit like that in the sideways rain. You know, they don't have sinks out there, so they give you hand sanitizer. And dudes would drink this gel hand sanitizer. It was nasty, bro. I never did it, but I've watched people get super sick and have to be taken to the hospital, and everybody got in trouble on the crew that was drinking it. Luckily, I myself never partook in it, because I think drinking gel is disgusting. Like, that's kind of gross for me, and I was never that hard up. Chuck McNelly said, White Lightning is no joke. And isn't White Lightning whiskey? Well, no, I mean, we were doing potato vodka with it, and we called it White Lightning. But Bridget Heckroth Moore said, shout out to the U.S. Marines, Semper Fi. We always want to give the utmost love and respect to all active service members and veterans in this community, man. Big love to y'all. JD, did you ever see the streets of Kensington? No, I've never been to Kensington or Philadelphia. Never been there, homie. Jimmy sings, it's like moonshine, I guess. Absolutely. Absolutely. Killer Clown, you have food poisoning? Dude, I live in fear of food poisoning, man. Absolutely live in fear of food poisoning. So there was, the last year that I was in Florida, I got food poisoning 3 or 4 times, man. Like, it was so bad. And since I moved to Oregon, I got food poisoning. I've had food poisoning from this restaurant called BJ's twice. I will never eat BJ's ever again. And it ruined cauliflower rice for me and quinoa for me, because I used to get these bowls from there that were like power protein bowls that had quinoa and cauliflower rice. And just the thought of it makes me extremely nauseous now. And it sucks, because it's a very healthy food. Taylor Evans, thank you so much. Love you. Any update on the Jared Lesk information? Last I looked, he pled guilty to aggravated assault, even though he did that to a 9-year-old wood chipper. Well, he's definitely wood chipper material, but I haven't heard anything about sentencing. I'm not sure if He's been sentenced and I just missed it because there's been so much going on, but I haven't heard anything. When are you going back to shoot with Chris Hansen? Urban Vader. Sorry. I don't know. I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. Urban Vader. So it's funny because I actually just shot with Chris Hansen a couple days ago for his podcast, Predators That I've Caught. And you can catch that on all audio streaming platforms. Chris has, the podcast that's on there. I've already done one episode with him. There's another one that's coming out. And we talk about this law that they're trying to pass in Washington State, where they're going to reduce people's time on the registry. And also this case about that 16-year-old girl out in Florida that, got picked up off of the internet by this 35-year-old dude, and they ended up torturing her to death and stuffing a billiard ball down her throat. And that's how she died. Then they cut her into pieces, put her in garbage bags, and left her in a dumpster. And now they're having to look in the landfill because the dumpster got taken before they realized where they had dumped her. And so they're having to drag a landfill looking for pieces of this poor little baby girl, man. So if you guys want to hear all of that with me and Chris Hansen going back and forth, check out Predators I've Caught podcast by Chris Hansen on like Spotify, Apple, Amazon, whatever your poison is, man. Maggie Lloyd, please look up Veteran Fathers ran by Bill Corbett. I will do that, sister. Thank you so much. Let's see. Michael Kramer, do you think you will ever collaborate with Skeet Hansen? Skeet Hansen? Is that Skeeter Gene? You mean Skeeter Gene? I'd love to collab with him. I don't know who Skeet Hansen is, though. Trial Junkies United. JD Delay. Jared Lesk was charged and he made a plea. He kept it under wraps, so we don't know the outcome truly is. Must not have been much since he is still making videos. Oh, is that dude? Bro, is that dude? He's on here. He's Something Adventures on YouTube. Is that the dude that we're talking about? I don't understand how you can keep what you get sentenced to under wraps. That's fucking insane to me, bro. That's public information. Do you like skateboarding? Jimmy says, do you like skateboarding? The Braille YouTube channel failed because their leader donated all of their money to Scientology. Well, I hate Scientology and I love skateboarding. I have an Element tattoo right here. I grew up skating, man. I grew up on fishtail boards and skating in California. Bubbly, why is everybody supposed to be AB member on YouTube a shot caller? How many do they actually need? I don't know anything about AB, bro. I don't talk about their politics. I don't know shit about them. AB doesn't walk the yard in the Oregon prison system. I met one AB dude very shortly while I was on the yard in Oregon, and the other white supremacist gangs took him off the yard real quick. That's not my business. I don't know shit about the AB, bro. Linda Howard. Hi, JD. What does the one love mean that you sign off with sometimes? Thank you. Well, it means that we're all one people. We're all human beings. We're all built the same. We're all equal. In the eyes of me, in the eyes of God, in the eyes of all of us, we should all, human beings. I'm not talking about pedophiles because pedophiles aren't people. And to me, it's just giving a shout out and love to every single human being out here. I think that we draw a lot of lines to try to separate ourselves. Oh, they're a different skin color. They're a different political party. They're a different religion. The one love to me is just cutting through all of that and just saying we're all one people. I also have love wins tattooed on my knuckles because I do believe strongly in the power of love. I believe that it's the only thing that can combat hate. I think that it's also really cool if I have to regulate on somebody that they see knuckles flying at them that say love wins. I think it's, kind of a dual message there. Let's see. Because Jimmy sings, because love is more powerful than anything else. My dude nailed it right there, bro. Let's see. Ain't my monkeys, ain't my circus. Feel that, bro. I was like, JD skates, Danny Moss. I love skating, bro. And here's the thing. When I started bodybuilding, skateboarding, I became very top heavy. And it felt very awkward trying to drop vert anymore just wasn't really the same for me. Like I felt like I was going to need to relearn my balance, my center of gravity and everything. But what I did is I went and bought an electric skateboard that goes like 35 miles an hour. And that shit was so dope, bro. I love that thing. And then I moved out of Florida and it's like it rains here in Oregon all the time. And I live out in the middle of nowhere, so I don't get to do my electric skateboard very often anymore. It kind of sucks. The downside of electric skateboards, just like the downside of regular skateboards, is, you know, when it's rainy out, you can't really skate as much. BC girl, JD, thank you for being an advocate for everything good in this world. Yo, sis, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the positivity. Thank you for the love. You have no idea how much that means to me. I know you guys might have seen it. I get a lot of negative comments from people, bro, which I understand. I ain't even really mad about that. You know what I'm saying? I signed up for this. I put myself on the internet. I put myself out there. And I'm a person who's done scumbag shit in my life. I wouldn't expect to be everybody's cup of tea. Just wouldn't. But when you guys give me positivity, it means so much to me because, you know, I'm really trying to, spread love and positivity, but also at the same time expose some of the darkness in this world because the antidote to darkness is light. If we drag it out in the light and we expose it and we hold people accountable and we have these difficult conversations, like a lot of the stuff that I do videos about is hard on my mental health, bro. And I'm sure it is for you guys too, because seeing the evil and the darkness out there sucks, but ignoring it allows it to continue. So I love you and I appreciate that, sis. Backwoods Templar, nowhere is immune to this pedo crap. A 35-year-old guy was just caught in my hometown in Southeast Kentucky messing around with a 13-year-old girl. Bro, and that's the thing, is that it is everywhere. A lot like substance abuse disorder. It's everywhere. It doesn't discriminate. It affects every single population throughout the world. Saggery Bloodfang, thanks for all the work you do. Thank you, homie. Huge love to you. I appreciate you, my friend. Sarah, what is up? Sarah said, one love, bro. On throat. Jax, feel better soon, sis. On throat, one love to you too, sis. I appreciate you. I love that people are saying on throat. That's kind of an inside joke here with this community, and people have run with it, and I love it. And, you know, I keep it on throat, dog. I know you guys don't get to see my throat tattoo very often because I got this big old beard. I kind of miss seeing the old throater, bro. You know what I'm saying? The old throater was gnarly to get. Now it's all covered up, dog. That was probably one of my most brutal tattoos because not only did it feel like getting choked, but it felt like getting stabbed at the same time. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. Maggie Lloyd, you're a regular voice in my home. Maggie, I am so honored. Thank you so much. I hope that I bring some joy and positivity, and I hope that I bring a little bit of knowledge, and thank you for being a part of this community. You are so loved here. What's up from Knoxville, Tennessee? Matt, what is up, my dog? I absolutely love Tennessee. Like, if I had my choice of places to live right now, it would be Tennessee. I have to take care of my parents. It's really important to me that I take care of them the way they took care of me. My parents never gave up on me when I gave up on myself. So being here and spending the time that I can with them for the rest of their lives is really important to me. But I got to tell you, man, I love me some Tennessee. The next house that I want to buy a house out there outside of Nashville, man. Out there somewhere out there by, where Struggle Jennings is living or where Jelly and Bunny live. I want to be out there with my friends, bro. Sarah said, I have coworkers saying on throat. Spread it. Spread that throat, sis. Hell yeah. Poke UFO. Love your content. Everyone I know watches you at work. Rise to the top. Hey, homie, thank you so much. You give everybody you work with a big old hug for me. Or I don't know where you work. Maybe hugs aren't appropriate. Tell them I send my love and respects, though. Appreciate you, big dog. Hell yeah. Let's see. That's respectable as fuck. Love from Sonoa, Georgia. Brittany. Yo, Georgia is gorgeous too, though. Like, I really liked Georgia when we drove through Georgia. But we went through Tennessee right after that. And, me and Jackson Zero were migrating from Florida out to Oregon. And we stopped at this little river, man. It was gorgeous. Absolutely fell in love with it out there. We took Zero to a Bigfoot museum out in Georgia. And he tried to pee on Bigfoot. It was lit, bro. Mario said, love from Seattle. What is up, my brother in the north? How you doing? I've been watching your reels for a while. I finally got to see your YouTube live. Well, welcome, Mario. This is my favorite part because this is, to me, this is the part where we get to interact back and forth and we get to know each other a little better. I get to know you guys get to know me. Like, and this to me is community. This isn't like a YouTube channel. This is a community to me, and I'm super stoked when I get the chance to sit down and talk with you guys on a one-on-one, or I guess it's not one-on-one, but, you know, we get to go back and forth and everything. David Strang, thank you for always bringing positivity and inspiration. Feel better, Jax. Hope get to see you doing a Chomo catch with Trilogy Media one day. I don't know who Trilogy Media is, man. Are they one of the... So there's two different types of people that do Chomo catches, man. There's ones who wrap people up with the law and help build cases on people, and those are the ones that I would participate with. Because in my opinion, the whole thing is protecting kids. Everything else is performative. Then you've got the dudes who, you know, beat them up in Walmarts and hit them with shopping carts. And as fun as that is to watch, we all know that that's not going to stop them from going out and finding a kid 20 minutes later. So I would participate with people like People versus Preds, Chris Hansen, Skeeter Jean, who actually make sure that they do some time so they're off the streets. Even if they're only off the streets for a few years, that's a bunch of kids they're not going to get to victimize, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kimmy A, thank you. Big love to you, sis. Dominar, what's up? Dominar always comes with the fire quotes. Great quote. We repeat what we don't repair. Christine Langley Ogba. And here's the thing about that too, man, is like that a lot of the stuff that a lot of us deal with is generational curses, homie. You know? And if we break those patterns, if we break those chains and those curses, we don't have to pass them down to our kids, man. And then they don't have to pass them down to their kids, you know? What about Gideon? Isn't Gideon Skeeter Jean? Aren't they the same people? Am I thinking about two different people here? James Lindsay, yo, JD, justice for Kaylee. Justice for Kaylee, homie. Fuck Casey Anthony, dog. Real shit. Real shit. Trilogy Media also does a lot of anti-scammer videos. I love that, man, because I fucking can't stand the scammers. So, hey, look. Dr. Dre Light just dropped the merch link. So you can get your Pedophile Lives Don't Matter hat, your Chomo Chowder, Pedophiles Deserve Hell, and we're going to send them there. You can get your Make Pedophiles Afraid Again merch. You can get your Justice for Kaylee merch there. And right now, we have the newest shirt, which is Give 'em the Irish Goodbye with a leprechaun with brass knucks on it. We just dropped that for St. Patty's Day, of course, which is tomorrow. So if you guys want to check out my merch, it is convictclothing.net. Need self-respect before you can show real respect to others. James Muller, wisdom, brother, wisdom. Justin Cameron said, I will always say for those struggling right now with addiction, you are loved, you matter, and you have support here. And that is huge facts. That's a foundation that this community is built upon. Michael Kramer said, JD, Skeet Jean, Grady Judd, Chris Hansen would be a true A-team. You know what? When I was talking to Chris Hansen the other day, we started talking about old Sheriff Grady Judd. And Chris and him have been friends for decades now, man. And when he goes out there to Polk County, you know, Grady Judd hooks him up with everything he needs to be able to do his bus out there in Polk County, Florida. Which is really cool, man. It's really cool that, you know, I always respected anytime law enforcement is willing to work with people that are in the community that really want to help make a change, man. You know, Sheriff Chitwood did that for me in Volusia County, Florida. If you don't know who Sheriff Chitwood is, he's like one of those badass old West Florida sheriffs like Grady Judd. And when I hit him up about distributing Narcan in our local community, he said, I'll get you whatever you need. And that's after he knew who I was because they had done a $1.2 million investigation on me and my homies. And they ended up coming up, I think they got 3 minor felonies and some misdemeanors against me, but they were really trying to get some serious charges on us. And he didn't hold no grudge that they didn't get what they wanted on me. And when he found out I was trying to help in the community after I'd gotten into recovery, he gave me the resources that I needed. And what I needed was I needed a sheriff posted right off scene, because if a cop is there while you're handing out Narcan, nobody's going to show up to collect Narcan. And we were going out into the hood. So I would always have a deputy just off scene, about a block and a half away, that we could get a hold of if anything happened to any of our volunteers. Because we had, a lot of different range of volunteers. Half of our volunteers were women, brave women, strong women. Awesome women in recovery. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Sarah Shepard. Shout out everybody who helped with the Narcan distribution, the street team that's still going on out there that me and Sarah Shepard were able to set up. It was a really good deal, bro. And we actually saw a decrease in the overdoses in the areas that we served with that Narcan street team, man. So it was really cool. You pronounced my surname right, bro. But not many get it the first time. Love you, James. Proud of you, dog. Thank you so much. 8 years clean and sober. Christopher Heiner. 8 years as of last month. Hold on, let me put down my monster. So damn proud of you, brother. Thank you for blazing the path that I'm walking down now, man. Really proud of you, big dog. May St. Patrick bless your life. Let's see. The drug toxicity crisis is something we need more people to take more interest in. Well, you know what? Here's the thing, is that right now, I just did a video about how we just delivered 238 dangerous violent gang members that were here in our country illegally. We dropped them off in an El Salvador super prison. But while we're doing that, we also had 28 cartel members that were wanted here dropped off from Mexico, and 10 from Colombia that we're going to run through our criminal justice system right now. So they're doing more work. I haven't seen people working as hard to knock this fentanyl crisis out ever in this country. We're actually making some law enforcement headway with this, with what we're doing. Now, I do acknowledge that the second that you cut the head off a snake, 2 more are going to grow back. I know that that's something, but what we've been doing hasn't worked, man. So I love seeing that we're actually making some positive steps to protecting our borders, to protecting our people, to protecting our children. Jacob Spade said, I hope I never touch substances in my life. Life is too delicate for it. Hey, man, and here's the thing, is that back in the day, you used to have a margin for error. Kids got to learn from their mistakes. Today, kids just die from their mistakes, bro. So I strongly recommend to you that you never touch substances. I am not missing a single fucking thing in my life by eliminating drugs and alcohol from my life. The only thing that I've gotten is gains, bro. My life means more. My relationships mean more. I haven't been bored for 1 second since I've gotten sober. Life comes at you really fast, man. And if you're clear-headed, you tend to succeed a lot better. So that's just my take on it, man. Dominar said, recovering, quote, it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. And that's big facts, man. Every step forward is a victory. And we take steps backwards sometimes. We have hard days. Not every day for me is a fucking win, bro. I'll be the first to admit that not every day for me is a win. I have some days where I'm like, man, I fucked a lot up. And at the end of the day, because I do inventories of my day in my head at night before I go to bed of what I got right and what I got wrong. And I humbly ask God to help me the next day to do better and to walk a path that's of service to other people. And that's just me. I don't push religion or beliefs upon anybody, but that's what I do at the end of my day. And when I wake up, the first thing I do in the morning is I give thanks and praise that I get another day, because I was supposed to be dead a long time ago, homie. I promise you. I was not meant to be here at the late age that I am right now. So every day when I wake up, I give thanks, because, even a bad day is still a better day than where I've been and what I've been through. So, to me, forward motion is what it's all about. And sometimes we fuck up. Sometimes we do things that are wrong. Sometimes we have to make things right. But I'm blessed to be able to go back and make up for my mistakes these days, man. I love you, bro. JD, what do you think about Psychedelica? Do you mean Psychedelics? Or is Psychedelica a band? Look, here's the thing to me. I don't view psychedelics as drugs. I view psychedelics as a tool or a learning experience I've never taken psychedelics and been like, man, I'm gonna pop this 10 strip of acid to get fucked up. I have gone into trips looking to be able to learn, looking to be able to, process things and shit like that. But to me, I don't know people who use psychedelics in an abusive way. I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it's out there. But it's not something that I've ever done. So I don't really think of psychedelics as a drug. I think of them more as a tool. And now they're starting to do a lot more research into psychedelics for treatment of things like PTSD and heavy substance abuse. I know a lot of veterans who have gone on ayahuasca retreats, and they have seen significant healing and significant growth through that. It's not something that I've done personally, though. Bobby H, what's up, man? I absolutely love what you do. Chomos will never matter. Big facts, bro. Pedos aren't people, and pedo lives don't matter. Love you, Bobby. Hell yeah. I only trust medical pot. Look, Jimmy, like, if I was somebody who smoked, bro, I would 100% be going through, like, some sort of medicinal avenue, because people put weird shit on it. Now, if people tell you that they're putting fentanyl on weed, fentanyl cannot sustain in open flame like that. So those people are lying. There's a lot of cops out there that are saying, oh, there's a lot of people overdosing from people lacing weed with Fetty. That's not a thing, bro. And shame on them for not being more educated. Open flame kills fentanyl's chemical composure. But there's a lot of weird shit that people do put on weed these days. So the only way that I would do it, if it was something that would be helpful for me, which it's not. I have a panic attack. I take one puff, bro. I'm going to have a panic attack that's going to last for like 8 or 9 hours. But I would only get it through somewhere that I knew was safe. Why do celebrities make fun of themselves? What celebrities are you talking about? I don't know. I know a lot of people that find self-deprecating humor to be something that they participate in. It's a symptom of bad self-talk, man. I used to be the most self-deprecating person on the face of the planet, bro. I used to make fun of myself all the time, and I would always mask it and just be like, hey, don't take yourself too seriously or whatever. But like, the thing is that beating yourself up in your thoughts and your talk, it really manifests bad things in your life, man. So I've learned to not do that as much, and I really try to stay out of that. Are you still looking for, Joffrey Miller said, are you still looking for ex-cons from Florida? I'm not looking for ex-cons. I'm not sure what you mean, brother. Could you elaborate a little bit on that? I know everybody I know in Florida is an ex-con, bro. Why does prison YouTube fondle off Trump so much? I don't know, bro. I don't know what you're really getting at there. I think that a lot of people that are ex-convicts understand that you can't have these pussy-ass liberal soft-on-crime laws. I'm not a liberal or a Republican. I'm not like a this guy or that guy person. I'm a policies person. And I think that the right has a lot of policies that actually make fucking sense for our country. And that a lot of the shit that happened over the last 4 years before this one really put our country in a deficit as far as, being safe, having good economic policies, having trust between the people and the government. But I think that a lot of us who have seen true evil and true violence understand that trying to hug a thug is not going to fucking work. So I don't know. That's my take on it. Chuck McNelly said, JD, you the homie. I highly respect your movement, and I'm not cool with politics as well. Here's the thing is that, like, politics are a reality, homie. Politics are a reality. It's a thing that, if our politics in our country are bad, then it's going to negatively affect the way of life of all American citizens. And I'm wildly patriotic, bro. Our country has a lot of problems, but I love the people of this country. I love the land. I'm not a big fan of our government, but I want to see common sense brought back into what we're doing in our country so that we can all fucking prosper. And I have friends that are hardcore liberals, friends that are middle of the road Democrats, friends that are Republicans, friends that are hardcore MAGA, and I love all of them, bro. Like, I get to do that because I'm not indoctrinated into any cult that makes it so that I can't have friends on any other side. It's the same type of walk that I've done my whole life. You know, when I went to prison, I didn't let white supremacists tell me that I couldn't be friends with people of other colors. You're never going to tell me who I can be friends with, bitch. It's just not going to happen. You know, that's me. And, you know, it's the same thing I did in high school. I got along with people from every group. I got along with people that were jocks. I got along with people that were stoners and the goths. And, you know, I got along with the metalheads and the punk rockers, the crusters, man. I got along with pretty much people from every group. And that's just kind of how I ride out, because I see people not for their identity or the way that they express themselves, but I see them for their character and what's in their heart. That's what I strive to do. It's hard sometimes. It's hard to know what's really in a human being's heart, you know? Kimmy A, huge love and respect to you, sis. Yo, Jose, what's up, man? Good to see you, my guy. I appreciate that you're my new source for reliable news. No political bullshit, just straight facts. To God be the glory. To God be the glory every day, brother, and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much for seeing that in the content that I bring. I really appreciate it, and I love you, man. I know that a lot of people get confused because sometimes I'll report on something, and they'll assume that, you know, I'm just 100% politically biased this way or that. It's really not that way, bro. And I appreciate that you see that and you're a rational, respectful human being. I love you, brother. Big hug, Jose. James Lindsay, 6 guys in the town next to me arrested on a pedo sting. Bro, so I went out, I don't know, I know some people know this, but I haven't been able to release the video yet. I'm waiting for Chris Hansen to release his video. You know, I need to let him release his video of, I have behind the scenes of the sting that I worked on with Chris Hansen. We busted 6 dudes in 2 days, bro. 3 of the 6 brought guns to meet a 15-year-old girl that they thought was a 15-year-old girl alone in a house. You bring you're a grown-ass man, you're bringing a pistol to meet up with a 15-year-old girl. 3 out of 6, bro. That's crazy to me. Somebody asked how tall I am. I am 6 foot. Just an even 6 foot, just average, not a short king, not a tall alien. Yeah. So, Father Universe bless you all. I can't handle JD getting interrupted by windstorm. Oh, Timothy Lemke, bro, are you getting interrupted by the windstorm? We've had a terrible windstorm here, but I've been sincerely worried about a lot of my friends down south, bro. You know, I had to hit up the dudes from the X5 podcast, my homeboy Jimmy Watson, you know, and now they're saying that hurricane warning in Florida, bro. Anybody who is out there, man, you've been in my prayers. I hope that you're good, man. I love all y'all, man. Let's see. Richard Stone, Burner 420 was chatting about you this morning. I'm sure he was. He does a lot of that shit. Are those spy glasses? Yes, they are, brother. Absolutely, 100%. Doom said, yo, JD, love the great work you're doing. I was recently in jail for a DUI. I got back in 2023. You're one of the reasons that after I moved last year, I've now been 1 year sober. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations on that. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm so proud of you, homie. Hell yeah. Ace of Spades. JD, why do you think white nationalism is still a thing in prison? It's not white nationalism, homie. It's straight up they're straight up Nazis. There are dudes in there that call themselves the Nazi lowriders. There are, you know, a lot of those gangs, it's not this veiled, you know, white supremacy. They're straight up white supremacists, bro. They, you know, they tattoo white supremacist shit on their faces, homie. And I don't get down with none of that, bro. It don't make not a lick of sense to me. I personally strongly denounce all of the ideals of white supremacy. They don't work for me. The whole premise is flawed, bro. We're all one people. I thought you were, Kenneth Draper, I thought you were in Oregon. I drive through there every week. I am in Oregon, my brother. I am in Oregon. Let's see. Michael Kramer, JD, can we get a how to Narcan? I feel like a video on that could help people out be more comfortable assisting in their community. We can absolutely do that, but right now, real quickly, since I have it on deck at all times, like I don't leave the house without Narcan because you never know when somebody might need their life saved. And I don't even hang out with nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if I see somebody in distress in my local community or when I'm out traveling, you never know when you're going to find somebody and you might be able to save their life. And if somebody was there to be able to save my kid's life the night that he got fentanyl poisoned, bro, my whole life would be different right now. I wouldn't have a big gaping fucking hole inside my heart every single day. So let me take a second to just show you guys, this is a Narcan inhaler. You take this, you open it up. It's real easy. If you can open candy, you can open Narcan. You see this white spout up there? You just push it in their nose and then you press the red button up, bro. And you give it a few seconds. And if they don't come to after about 30 to 45 seconds, you do it one more time. There's 2 sprays in each one of these. And they should come to. But you always have to call 911 because Narcan's only going to last 15 to 20 minutes. And, opioids and fentanyl last longer than that. So they could slip back into an overdose. And you want to make sure that you have paramedics on site. And a lot of the time, these paramedics are going to come equipped with, hey, we've got a plan. We can help you out. We can help you get into detox. We can help you get into rehab after that. We can help you get into a sober living after the rehab. You can offer them resources. So if they are ready to change, if that overdose is their tipping point, if that's their rock fucking bottom where they're like, I'm ready to change now, they can help them there. So I think that's a beautiful thing, man. And thank you for taking interest. I've done instructional videos on how to use Narcan before, but it's been a while, so we'll make another one, brother. Aiden Perrin, big love from Iowa. Would seriously consider running for office in Oregon. They could really use a convict. Thanks for creating this community. Thank you for being a part of this community, brother. I am seriously considering running for governor. We have a long-standing history here in the state of Oregon of having ridiculous and absolute lunatic leadership, and it's really showing. They're destroying this state, and it's a beautiful state. I don't like the weather. I don't like the politics, but it's a beautiful state. And, there's a lot of us out here that live in the state of Oregon who don't like the fact that they want to take away our rights to be able to defend ourselves in our own fucking homes. We don't like the fact that they prioritize protecting criminals and the rights of criminals over the safety of our children and the innocence of our children. And I think that next year I might be running. I might just see what I can do. I think that people are ready for common fucking sense, bro. And if they could get past the fact that I'm a convicted felon and that I look like this, I will bring some common sense, man. And I will do everything that I can to protect our community and to protect our children and to protect our elderly. Because the leadership that we've had for the last 20 years, they're not doing nothing, bro. They're not doing nothing for the citizens. That's for fucking sure. James Lindsay, make racism disappear. Big facts, homie. Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm going to hit this real quick just in case. I had to put my stuff on Do Not Disturb because I saw a text come through, and if somebody calls me, it'll kick me out the live. I'm not ready to go. Jim Leahy, love the name. Sub since 11K. Can you do the Hunaki voice, JD? Please hold. I want to watch cartoons. Have you guys seen my ice cream? I hide it in my pants. You want to see it? Okay, that creeps me all the way out. We're not doing any more Honaki for the night. I did that just for you because you're a day one, homie. Jim Leahy, big love and respect. Juliet, my son died from fentanyl overdose. I feel that. We lost Alan in December of 2022. Big love to your son. Remembrance of your son. Rest in peace. I've had 2 customers OD in my office, started carrying Narcan after the second one. You never know when you might be able to save a life, and you never know when that might be the turning point. A lot of my friends that are some of the best people that I know are only alive today because somebody had Narcan. So thank you for doing what you do. I love you. True North, what's up, man? Shoe your waist above tattoos. I will give you more. Shoe your waist above tattoos. You want to see the tattoos from waist up? You don't want to see my pecker tattoo, brother? All right, I'll show some tattoos. I'm fucking hot and sweaty anyway. All right, tattoos, right? And then on the back, tattoos. Can you see that? Could you see the back tattoos? I wasn't sure if you could see the back tattoos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see the back tattoo. That's what's up. Yeah, man, I love the art, bro. I love the art. And honestly, I'm not big on wearing shirts, dude. It's just so fucking cold in Oregon, bro. I liked it when I lived in Florida and I could walk around in hoochie daddy shorts and flip-flops all the time, you know? Sarah, thank you so much, sis. My 22-year-old daughter showed up at my work in Washington off of Pack Highway and watched a man die from fent. She didn't know where to get Narcan, so I said to her home. She was crushed. She couldn't help. Sis, I'm so sorry to hear that, and it sucks that there's not more resources in your local area to be able to get Narcan. That's part of why I do what I do, man. I hope that your daughter's okay. I know how traumatizing that can be. I know how traumatizing it's been every time I've had to Narcan somebody, bro. Like, honestly, I have a big old heart, bro. And seeing somebody almost dying and puking and shitting themselves, really traumatizing, bro. Brady, what's up, homeboy? How you doing? You find a magic lamp and you get 3 wishes. What are you wishing for? Shit, dog. If I had a magic lamp and I had 3 wishes, bro, I would be asking for things like an end to world hunger, an end to war. This is all. I mean, I would ask for an end to substance use disorder, all pedos being dead, like no more pedos. You know, that type of thing, bro. I wouldn't want nothing for myself, dog. If I had wishes, I would want them to be selfless wishes that helped the majority of the people on the planet. Black Swan, love and respect from Spokane, Washington. Fuck pedos. Yo, True, what's up, man? Hell yeah. True North said, I said I would. I just didn't see none of us agree on. Yo, hey, bro, I was not expecting you to do that big of a donation. Thank you so much, homie. I deeply appreciate it. Man, thank you so much, True. That's a man of his word right there, bro. He said if I showed my tattoos, he would shoot a donation, and I wasn't even really expecting another donation, but damn, True, you sure came through. Big love and respect to you, brother. I think it says CA, so are you from Canada, man? Big love to our family up there in the north, man. I know there's a whole lot of people there's a whole lot of static going on between our governments, bro. I just want to let you know the American people love our family up there. And I know that a lot of you love us down here. Let's never let our governments battling and squabbling and shit make us think that the people don't love each other. Pacific Northwest 503. Damn, I miss Alan. He was a true fucking homie. Even knocked somebody out for me trying to sucker punch me while I was fighting some fools in Eugene, Oregon. I'm not sure exactly who you are, Pacific Northwest 503, but I love you, man. I love you, fam. Thank you for remembering the good in Alan. It's always really cool when I hear stories like that because that's the Alan that I know. He would stand up for his friends. He lit up a room, man. He was a kind-hearted dude, man. And he's gone way too soon. Juice is the world. You're a G, JD. Thank you, man. And I've kind of changed my definition of what a G is, man. I don't think it's really about, I think being gangster for me these days is more about being able to take care of my family, being able to take care of my friends, being able to show love to my community, being able to stand on my own 2 feet and try to affect the world in a positive way, man. That's really what I'm into these days. Scotty Turner, you scheduled to appear in Alabama within this year? Actually, I was supposed to go at the end of the month, and I haven't heard anything back from my homie Charlie. So I don't know if that's still going on or not. I was supposed to go out there and film a music video with him and Steve-O and Bam Margera and Corey Feldman. I've been talking to Corey a lot lately. He's a really cool dude, man. I got a lot of love and respect for that guy, man. Plus, I grew up on Goonies, bro, and Lost Boys, and all of them flicks, bro. Stand By Me. So it's been really cool. I've gotten to meet a lot of really, people that, influenced my life throughout my life lately, and it's been cool. Bryce, could you do a segment on Cain Vasquez? His sentencing will be the 24th. I sent you an Insta message giving a brief description. Hell yes, I will, bro. Hell yes, Bryce. Great suggestion. Love you, brother. Hell yeah. Jason Dubril. Did I say your name wrong? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, doggy. I love you, man. And Canadians love Americans. It's trade war. Let's not let the greed get in the way of the hundreds of cooperation and having each other's backs. Big facts, man. Big facts. Some of my really good friends are up there in Canada, man. You know, like Roma. I love Roma, bro. She's become my little sister. Me and Jax talk to Roma all the time. My buddy Mercules, bro. My buddy Quentin DeSeuss is up there, man. I got a lot of love for a lot of Canadians, man. Big time. Ellen Woolerton, thank you so much, Ellen. I love you. Thank you. Deeply appreciate you. True North, again, homie. Big love. Thank you. And that's a lemon, bro. And I don't know if you guys know this, but lemons are Jax's favorite. Her grandpa had lemon trees, and her grandpa was one of her favorite people. So, you know, she has space lemons tattooed on her to remind her of her grandpa. So when I think of lemons, I always think of Jax, and it makes me happy, bro, because she's my favorite, bro. I got her name tattooed right here on my chest, as close to my heart as I could. Domain Unlimited Riz, I love your name, bro. Here's $2 for free. Bro, you definitely got the Riz, dog. Love you, homie. I appreciate you, man. Big time. Yo, Trev the Tyrant said, and I said this at the beginning, but I want to make sure you guys remember this. After my live, Jason Vukovic, the Alaskan Avenger, is going to be live. And Trev dropped the link for his live. So when I get off here, I'm going to jump on in the chat in his live, and I'm going to be hanging out. Jason's not feeling good, and he hasn't been feeling good for a day or so, like 3 or 4 days. So if you guys aren't burned out on lives, jump into Jay's live and go give him some love, man, because he needs some love and positivity right now. True North, my dog, what's up, man? Have you come out from inside? And if so, what is something you learned from coming out? Have I come out from inside, like come out of from prison? Do you mean like mentally and emotionally coming out from prison? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. If you mean prison, like here's the real truth, bro. And like I'm gonna, you know, a lot of people won't be real about this. I feel like I got out of prison, but I don't really feel like I ever fully came home, bro. You know what I'm saying? True North said, yes, not the closet. I assumed you weren't talking about the closet because you know that I'm married to a chick that's way too hot for me, bro. I don't know how I landed her, honestly. But I thank God every day for her. But yeah, there's a part of you that once you go in and you see certain things, like you leave little parts of yourself in traumatic situations. So I went into prison with PTSD, but I came out of prison with CPTSD. And what CPTSD is, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I was diagnosed with PTSD before I ever went into prison. And since I've gotten out and gotten sober, I've gotten the diagnosis of CPTSD, which they want to, when you get that diagnosis, bro, they want to put you on all sorts of shit, bro. They want to put you on benzos and shit like that. I can't be on benzos. I cannot have narcotics in my system, bro. It's a problem for me. I am the problem. I will abuse anything that I get my hands on and that I allow myself to take. So, you know, they wanted to put me on Xanny bars, and I'm like, you all bumped your heads, bro. You bumped your head on the dick tree. Every branch on the way down if you're trying to give me benzos, man. Trev knows benzos are fucking bad, man. Absolutely. I remember, you know, talking with Trev a lot while he was going through detox from benzos, and he was a soldier through it, bro. You know, and when the doctor's handing it to you, it's super easy to be like, this is okay. It's okay, because I got it from a doctor. But, you know, for some of us, we just abuse it, bro. We just abuse it. And yo, I see War Daddy saying, same for us vets. They tried putting me on so many drugs for my PTSD. Homie, brother, first off, huge love and respect to you. Utmost respect. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. But yeah, you know, and I interviewed my homie, Zach Bell, veteran with a sign. And he was telling me about, they would just give him bags and bags full of pills, dude. And that's what spun him out for a while. And he had to come to a place where he was able to get off of that. But, you know, benzos, I do want to say this. If anybody out there has an issue with benzos, Benzos are one of the few drugs that you can die from coming off of. So make sure that you're going through your medical provider and they know, what you're doing every step of the way. It's important to taper off, because if you just cold turkey quit, you can die from benzos withdrawal, methadone withdrawal, alcohol withdrawal is another one of those. So please be very careful if you are in a situation where you're trying to weed unhealthy things out of your life. Those are 3 things that can kill you from quitting cold turkey. And I've had friends die from each of those, particularly alcohol. I've had 3 friends die from cold turkey quitting alcohol on their own, and they were found in their homes dead. One of them, it was like 8 days that he was dead in his house before anyone figured out, and actually got on there. Brewster said, I just got off of Prazolam. I'm free. Yes, my dude. Hell yeah, that's dope, bro. Congratulations. Benzo withdrawal is a bitch. So grateful I was able to get off that shit. Lori Slack Mabry. Facts, and I'm proud of you. True North said, I heard the same thing about alcohol. Bro, I've literally had 3 friends that died from cold turkey quitting alcohol. And it's crazy because it's so socially acceptable that people act like you're fucking weird if you don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get in social situations every once in a while, and people will be like, yeah, so you're in recovery, you don't do meth anymore, but, you could drink, right? No, I can't, bro. I can't. And they're like, well, bro, it won't hurt you. You've been in recovery for years. You could just, and like, maybe they're right, bro. Maybe they're right. Maybe I could just have a beer or 2 because I don't have this internal, like, urge and instinct to self-destruct anymore. They might be right, but I'm not going to try it out. Here's why, because I love the things that I have in my life right now, and I understand that I can have the wife and the community and the multiple businesses that I own and the positivity and the love in my heart that I have every day when I wake up, or I can have drugs and alcohol, but I can't have both. And I learned that through the process of elimination, homie, because I tried every single way. I tried to just drink. I tried to just, I'm only going to smoke meth. Oh, that didn't work. I'm only going to snort meth. I'm only going to eat meth. And I'm only going to do meth on the weekends. Or I'm only going to, do cocaine instead of meth. Everything leads me back to the same place. I'm desperate. I'm hollowed out inside. I don't like the person that I am. And I end up incarcerated. And I don't want to do that ever again. So I usually, when people start pressing me to drink alcohol because it's so socially acceptable, I tell them, let's skip that. Just come out in the parking lot with me and I'm going to fucking rob you, because that's what's going to happen if I start drinking. I'm going to beat you up and rob you, pussy. And then they're like, okay, never mind. I'm not trying to offer you a drink anymore. I find being aggressive works. Ryan Garrett, what's up, man? We need to keep fighting the good fight. Yes, we do, every single day, man. Here's the thing, is that if those of us who are real solid human beings with love and positivity in our heart, if we don't stand up and fight, the world is going to go to shit. We have to do what we can in our own capacity, whether that's just helping one person out at a time in this world and changing one person's life in a small way. In whatever way that you could change the world to be a better place, we need to do it in everything that we can. That's important, man. And I'm proud of you, brother. I'm going to fuck this name up, bro. Suchka. JD, thank you for yet another great live. Sending love to Jax. See y'all on the Alaskan Avengers live stream. Love when y'all roll together on lives. Yo, big love to you, homie. I appreciate you so much. Heck yes. True North. You can still rob them when they are drunk. Yeah, man. The thing is that I don't rob people when I'm not fucked up. I don't do scumbag shit when I'm sober. I've never once committed like a crime when I'm sober. Like, I just don't do it, man. I have better common sense when I don't have my inhibitions down low. And honestly, what keeps me from doing it is my conscience. Because if I fuck someone over when I'm sober, I will feel so legitimately bad about that, bro. But when I'm numbing myself with substances, yes, it numbs the voices and it numbs the pain and it takes away the things that I don't like, my anxiety, my CPTSD. Like, that's the main thing that triggers me these days, is if I'm out in public and I'm having like my CPTSD panic feeling, you know, I know if I drink a couple drinks, it's going to go away. So a lot of the time, that is what will give me a trigger. But I also know what else it takes away. It takes away my connection with my higher power. It takes away my conscience, which is what keeps me from doing horrible shit. It takes away the good feeling with the bad feeling. You know, I don't feel connected to anybody. I don't feel loved by anyone anymore. And I can't lose those things, because those are the things that keep me grounded to the floor, man. Dominar said, if you don't stand for good things, you will fall for anything. Big facts, man. Well, hey, you guys, I've been on here an hour. It is officially 6 o'clock, and I'm going to jump over to the Alaskan Avengers Live. I love each and every one of you guys, man. Thank you for riding out with us again. You guys are such a quintessential part of my life, and I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you over at the Alaskan Avengers Live. One love, baby. Be good or be good at it.